My first question is, I know there are religious minorities, Christians, Yazidis, Shabaks that have faced terrible persecution and have fled their ancient homelands, but they're unable to cross the border in many instances, so they're not technically refugees, they're internally displaced persons. And these are obviously very vulnerable populations. What can we do? What can the United States be doing better to help these communities that are trapped in very unsafe locations be in a safer place and provide some protection? These internally displaced, what I would call, refugees, even though they're not technically refugees because they haven't left the borders of their own country. Anyone?
Mr. Congressman, when I went to northern Iraq and I met the Kurdistan Regional Government, I was amazed at the work that they've done. Not because of meetings I went to, but because of the ground. I went and saw the girls that were kidnapped and raped by ISIS, for example, and I saw the care that they were getting. Yes, the Kurdistan Regional Government doesn't have a lot of resources, but they're still doing everything that they can to make Yazidis, like the girls that we met, Christians, and all other religious minorities feel like an equal. In fact, a lot of these workers have been unpaid for months at a time. To give everything that they have to these religious minorities shows that they are truly a safe haven. I've never seen a people like the Kurdish people, because they have gone through their own atrocities so many times. They understand what it's like to be a religious minority fleeing. So I say the solution is to support, number one, the Peshmerga army, who's really the ones on the front lines and are the boots on the ground. Let's help them as they fight this war. Let's support them in any way they can. Let's help the Kurdistan Regional Government by providing more humanitarian assistance to help with not just the medical care, but also the psychological care. When I was in Jordan helping the Syrian refugees, I remember there was this little boy, and UN Secretary General Ben Ki-moon had flown over, and he said to me, "Do you see that helicopter over there?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I hope to God that it bombs Jordan." I was shocked. I said, "Why would you say something like that?" He said, "Because it happened to me, it has to happen to everyone else." A lot of the children that are coming in to these territories have seen so much destruction and trauma, and they don't know how to deal with it. So in order to protect this world, we need to focus on this new generation. And how do we do that? By supporting the Kurdistan Regional Government as they work on not just the medical care, but that psychological element as well. And of course, to support the partners like Egypt and Jordan, who are also bringing in refugees and taking care of their people. In Egypt alone, they're educating 14,000 college students from Syria. And thousands, about 40,000 students in elementary schools are being taken care of. So let's support them on the ground.